We get the light ready. I didn't even turn the light on. Listen, big up to everyone locked in. As always, welcome back to Football with NG in the building. Savage is going to join us shortly. So much to speak about, so much to chop up. The man, them obviously speaking to G, we've had a fantastic weekend. So I want to ask you guys, chop up and check in with everyone before we get the stream started. So we're going to spend the first 5 minutes just speaking about whatever might be bothering us, whatever might be troubling us, and then we can go. Is it working now, or is it still...
Yeah, but it kept going in out.
Yeah, testing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. Let me know in the chat, guys, because I think I can hear it a bit. Is it much? Testing? But yeah, I want to spend the first 5 minutes, guys, just checking in with the people, making sure everyone's all good. Any dilemmas you guys have, you can throw them in, and we'll chop those up as well. But G, man, before we get started, bro, how's everything in your life, bro? How's everything in terms of from the mental? We cool, we chilled, nothing kind of bugging us. Anything that we can chop up that you want to share? That is big up to Honesty, big up to Gary as well in the chat.
Big up. I guess everything's cool. Everything's cool right now. Do you know what I mean? It could be better, don't get twisted. Life definitely could be better, but I guess I'll be splitting hairs at this point. But yeah, no, I think everything's chilled at the moment. I think the next couple of months for me anyway, more like the work side of things and financially and stuff like that. I think that's going to get so much better over the next few months. But when it's like, I'm at a stage right now where it's like grind mode at the moment in time. So you're trying to, the goal is coming, but you're like, bro, I beg you, you know what? It's like Liverpool. They wait, like they've already won the league, but they're just waiting now. Every game is just to pick up the trophy, at the end of the season, but they know they're going to pick it up. That's literally exactly where I'm at right now with myself in my own life, is that, I know the trophy is coming. I'm just waiting. Every game now is like, okay, I gotta keep going and going. You almost just, I think I said it to you earlier on about in the back office about autopilot. That's all I'm doing right now. Is everything is just on autopilot kind of thing. So yeah, but other than that, man, I'm chill, I'm easy, I'm nice. Yeah, it's been a good weekend as well, man. I think that kind of boosted my I don't know, happiness inside, I guess. So yeah, man. What about you, man? What about you?
Nah, do you know what? I think similar to yours as well, man, about the autopilot stuff. But I try not to go on autopilot as much as because there's times when you're driving. I've done this, bro. I've driven home and don't know how I've got home. Like, I'm just like, yo, what?
You turn up at the door, you're like, rah, okay, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, big up to Sav. Big up, bro.
Savage.
Yeah, like, bro, I've driven home and I'm just like, yo, where did I go to the sunken place? Like, like, did someone take the wheel and then all of a sudden he goes, oh yeah, your turn. Did I go and do a different mission, a side quest, and then come back? Like, I don't know, man. But in general, bro, as long as I think for me, as long as the family's cool, everyone's healthy, everyone's kind of in the right mental space. I think for me, man, it's great because I think maybe it shouldn't be this way, but most of my enjoyment comes from seeing other people happy, especially my close ones. As long as they're like in a good space, I feel like that also allows my space to be good as well, man. So yeah, in all, all good. Especially yesterday as well, saying to G, Sav, before you jumped in, I was saying like we went to watch a youth game yesterday, but it was academy mixed players, grassroots, Premier Elite players within that, but like on the 12s, on the 13s, on the 14s, like a mixture, just like an exhibition game. And seeing how they did and seeing one of the players and the ref coming up speaking to us like, oh, this player, like he was good, but he weren't this good. Like now I'm looking at him and he's really, really good. Is that obviously say, nah, it's because of this man, which was me. He's like, nah, he's been working with him and he's improved so much. But even like that just brings a nice little joy to me as well. But big up to everyone, man. Share your little stories if you want to. We're going to spend the first couple of minutes just dropping up Mental Health Week, man. Just making sure everyone's good and in a good space mentally, physically, and spiritually. I know, what I mean? We don't speak about that too much, but we need to speak about the spiritual side of it as well.
It's a bit airy-fairy, isn't it?
Sam, big up to you nonetheless, bro. I was watching the stream, couldn't comment because I was just doing washing up and doing loads of different things in the background. But yeah, was listening in. Great stream, bro. But mental health, man. How are we, bro? We good?
I'm always good, bro.
Mm.
I'm always good, man. Yeah, man. I just, you know what I mean? I've been aware that I was going to die when I was born, blood, so I ain't got no time to be moping around, blood. It is what it is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just try and enjoy life as much as I can, bro. Kick off if I need to kick off, get straight back to normal. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, I hope everyone else is taking care of themselves, bro. Yeah, man, all good. You man watch Sinners, by the way?
Yes,
I'm literally about to tune in after this stream.
So we can't speak about it. Yeah,
I only asked that because En's mentioned spirituality and I was like, oh, yeah, thinking of Sinners then. But
okay, just before I do watch it, both of you, is it worth me watching it? I'd rather listen to you man's take as opposed to the hype, basically.
I don't know what you heard the hype, but what was the hype around? For me, yes. Short answer, yes.
But then.
What was the hype? Because I know people. There's probably did they give you like deeper meaning to it or
no? Because I told everybody, like, anyone who's watched it, I told them, and I've tried to stay away, like it's blocked on my algorithm, like the words and stuff like that, so I can't actually see it. I'm more talking about my boys or when I did see it from the beginning in terms of when all the hype was coming out, news articles and stuff talking about it. The way that they were speaking about it, it was an actual good film storyline. The cinematography, if that's the right word, of the actual film in itself was really, really good. And someone mentioned the soundtrack. That was another thing.
Soundtrack's cold.
Yeah, the soundtrack. Yeah, it is, and the acting as well.
Yeah, I'm with Vince, man. All the acting was on par. And you already know how I feel about Michael B. Jordan. This motherfucker don't say shit in nothing, but he's actually good.
He actually did acting, bro.
He actually did acting instead of just standing there, bro, with his stupid puffed out mouth. But
Sam.
Yeah, because you got Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, bro, he just permanently looks like he's got gum shields in, bro.
He did do Creed 1 and Creed 2 and Creed 3. And
yeah, but clearly Rocky carried the movie, bro. You're talking about as soon as Rocky left the movie, he wasn't that good anymore, bro.
Well, obviously,
don't take away. He might have had the gum shielding for a lot of the.
So Savage, what you didn't fuck with him in?
Nah, I did. I like him in. Now in Black Panther, he was. You see, this is the problem, bro. Like in Black Panther, bro, he was getting on my nerves, bro. Like he's cold enough.
Okay, take the character of what he was in Black Panther. I mean, just in terms of how he was, like as an actor.
He was good in Black Panther. He was good because he was annoying because he was meant to be annoying, bro. Like he was every minute was activism in it, but like I rather every minute was thrown in the sea instead of in bondage. I'm like, all right, but fucking hell, bro. It's a Marvel film. You know what I mean?
It's from our culture.
Hey, you tell me where the 16th century mask came from? Well, that came out of Britain. Wrong. That's from my people. I said wrong, brother. I'm just.
But I was just
I'm like, bro, calm down, bro. I get it. But yeah, man. For the movie though, I think the movie's a great. My son loved the movie, bro. But I don't know if it's because he's in arty mode and that. Like it's a proper cinematography is perfect. It's a well filmed movie. All the acting's great. The story's really good as well. If you're going in there thinking it's like super action packed, then it's gonna disappoint you in it. But there's no point thinking about that. But everything else. Yeah, man, proper way, bro. Like, definitely will watch it again. Like, it's not.
100%. I was even thinking when G mentioned it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my son's been to the cinema twice to watch it now in like 3 days. So,
anybody who pays to go to the cinema twice.
Yeah, he watched it. They came out. Went back and watched it with his mom again, bro. And now he won't stop playing the soundtrack around the yard, bro. But all of a sudden, he wants to get to know about man's roots now, blood. When I was trying to tell him before, when I was trying to tell him before, bro, man was just trying to, oh yeah, I hear it, Dad. But I'm trying to open my FIFA packs and that. Now, man, trying to tell me like, do I know?
I've been telling you about this.
I've been telling you about these cotton fields, man. When did you see me on the horse?
Man's like, oh, Dad, do you know that we invented we? What are you talking about, we, blood? You half invented and half colonized it, bro. What are you talking about? Man's a whole mud blood, you know, and he's trying to tell me about history, bro.
Hey, Sam, have you shown him the picture of you on the horse, bro?
Nah, wait, listen, man. Don't stop. Don't start.
Stop out here looking like a slave catcher, blood. I swear that he was cold still. Don't play with him. Hey, respect my bro, man. But the dickhead that put you in the cotton field needs
No, you know what? You know how racist ends is, bro. Because the only reason is, listen. Bear in mind, I'm just a black man on a horse, bro. I'm just a black man on a horse. I've even got a hoodie on, bro. Like it's not like I'm dressed like I'm in the 1600s. I've got shorts on and a hoodie, bro. So the only reason why he's saying that is because he saw a white shed and that I'm black on a horse, bro. You know how racist that is, bro.
Bro, it's the stereotype, bro.
Yeah, like, you black man don't belong on a horse. And if you do,
context. You see the photo he took it. You know that camera back in there when the man throw the cloth over his head to take it. That's how the photo look. So imagine me. I don't know much about photos. You're talking to the guy that does the video.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that guy. Yo, that looks proper 16th century-ish. Oh no, like did someone?
You have to realize, bro. This is why you can't trust no one, bro. It's not safe, bro. These man took the pic, bro. It's fucking Kim, innit? Kim did this, bro. Took the picture, and these lot started to like add ancestors to the photo, bro. They're not even my ancestors, bro. They're just random black slaves, bro.
Okay.
You know how bad that is, bro. Had people like cotton in the background and that on my picture.
Did it look out of place in the photo?
No, it didn't.
So then that's when this is the problem now, Savage. If it doesn't even look out of place, we can't even judge now. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Don't ever call me Old Town Road Savage again.
Hey, G, did someone put him in a cotton field on a horse? He was mad.
Oh, yeah, you see, bro, Photoshop and all of this stuff is peak for you right now.
You're a prick, bro. Listen.
Got me a body with hop on the horse.
Listen, don't let Cap. Don't start, bro. Don't start, because I have to get man, bro. Because do you remember what happened when Cap found out he was 7% Nigerian, blood? Oh, bro. Man, damn near turned up in the stream with a dashiki on bloody nose, bro. Bro, he was speaking to us one week, told us he was Jamaican. Then he told us he was Jamaican. Came back the next week. Oh, yeah, I found out now. I'm actually 7. So we're like, so where did you get Jamaican from? No, I just assumed. What?
Assumed, you know. Jesus, Cav.
He's Nigerian now, so now we know his roots are.
Yeah, bro, he's Nigerian now, bro. Man changed so quick, blood.
We got Cav every single time, man.
Big up to Scraps, Honesty in the building, Bayesian Potts, Morris in the building. Morris changed your badge back. Oh no, he didn't. He still got the Arsenal one.
I don't know why he still got the Arsenal badge, boy.
John Mac, big up to you as well. Marina building as well. Anyone I forgot, Cav, obviously. Anyone I forgot, Alexander. Big up to you guys. KB as well. Guys, mental health week, man. Check in. My dad is black.
I just assumed like he must be Jamaican. Jesus, man.
No, wait, hold on a minute. There's plenty of other black countries, bro.
That's why that's so bad. Hey, Gavin.
There's plenty of. So, Gavin, you fucking all right. Nah, do you know what I'm saying? We can't listen. Mental health week. Let's make sure everyone's is all good, man. I was gonna ask Cav, man. Maybe you should have just asked him the question, is Nigerian or Jamaican? But
that's so funny, bro. Man just to assume, lad. He said, "Yo, they got cool music and good food. Fuck it."
That's got cool music.
Oh, fucking hell! All right, man. Big up. Let's talk about Liverpool, Arsenal. Get Savage back in. Liverpool, Arsenal. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. A game of two halves. A game of two managers, tactical. Now's tactical outlook on the game, I guess. The first half, Liverpool was cooking. Second half, fucking hell, man. Slot 45, man. It's mad. Savage, it's your fault. Because every time now we don't have a good half, it's slot 45.
It's just what he does, man. As long as the 145 minutes is good enough to win the game, bro. That's what matters, bro. But he makes terrible viewing, though. Oh, my God, bro. Because I was watching you on the watch along, so I get to see... Watching your reaction to the first half and then the second half, man, they were so ingrained in the first half. They were bopping the ball around. Gravenberch turned back into Yaya Toure again. Mm-hmm. And then the second half, man, them's talent left, bro. Man did the Space Jam thing and gave the talent to the basketball, bro. It was over with, bro. It was over with, bro.
They walked in at the half and then they came back out and the man them go, yeah. And that's what I said. I think I said about 5, maybe 10 minutes in, I said, I think these men have changed to go, let's just test out defensive structures, bro. Because that can't have been the same team. That couldn't have been the same tactics. Not at all. Like Arsenal didn't improve where they're zipping the ball around quicker and they're first to everything. They didn't improve in that sense. It's like we just went, we proved the point now. We're good. So let's just go back on holiday vibe now. That's what it felt to me. That's how it looked to me from the outside watching it. Yeah. You're on mute,
Savage. You're on mute, Savage.
I know. Why, but I don't know what's going on there. But in the first half, you said like, what does Arteta really tell these Arsenal players because they're not even playing that bad? Liverpool good. So what happened was they got a little bit better and Liverpool got worse, bro. They weren't even like because all Arsenal had to do is be a bit more intense and stop doing stupid things because they were doing stupid passes and that. They got a little bit more intense. They did change something. Even I think even Robert was talking about in his interview after, he said that they definitely changed something. But we got rubbish, man, and the good passing that was doing in the first half, we got a bit lackadaisical, and then we already know, man, this tactics don't work if you can't pass the ball. You know what I mean? And it got a bit uncomfortable. I think Szoboszlai and Gravenberch in the second half, all of the great stuff they did in the first half kind of stopped. And they're the main guys in it. I did like the setup of the first half. I like the Grav, Szoboszlai and Curtis. And also, Grav was closer to the left-hand side in the first half than he normally is. And he's great over that. I don't know what the difference is, but he was way better over that side than he is on the other side. Maybe the right side's a bit more lazy in it normally. But
a lot of work to do on that right-hand side, didn't it?
Yeah. But like after that, nah, man, he just petered out and it just became a horrible game to watch. And again, I'm with you. I don't even think Arsenal did anything great because even with their goals and stuff, like Odegaard just started getting mad and shooting blood. You know what I mean? One of them just came from him shooting because he just had enough. You know what I mean? And also, if you take it back with I seen people. Gravenberch lost the ball before they scored that goal.
Yeah.
But then when I watched it back, I was like, nah, because I'm watching everyone in the player ratings. I'm like, nah, I mentioned it, but like when I watched, I'm like, no, he lost the ball, and then there was about a minute of play after that, bro. It ain't like he lost the ball and he went straight to Odegaard and he shot. He lost it, he went to an Arsenal player, that person bopped it around, then gave it to somebody else, then they gave it back to Odegaard. I'm like, come on, man, that didn't lead to the goal, bro. Like, stop that. That's embarrassing, isn't it? And then the other goal, brother, was the first one. I don't know, what the fuck? First, Bradley didn't engage in the cross with Trossard anyway. Fine, whatever. And then I don't know what Konate and Alisson was doing. Because Alisson just stood there. Konate didn't move. Virgil didn't say anything to him. Free header. Great header, but free header, bro. And Ali still should have done something instead of just standing there. It looked like Ali thought they had... You know when people think that they've got the space covered, like it's going to go out. That's how he turned around. He didn't turn around like, oh, it's definitely going in, so I'm going to leave it. He literally moved like, nah, it's going wide. It didn't go wide, bro. It went in the goal. So, it's crazy. But our goals were good. I liked our goals, like GAKPO and Diaz, especially the Diaz goal. And then that other goal where he didn't score would have been dope, and the passing one. Big passing, and there's a save from Raya. So, yeah, man, in the end, 2-2 is fair. Moreno got sent off, even though Partey was running around, avoiding charges like he always does. I seen Partey drop 7 fouls in that game, boy. I don't know how he was getting away with it, bro. But it's what it is, man. And I guess it makes the Arsenal fans happy. So whatever can make them happy, man, I'm here for it. You get me? Big up Arteta too. Starting to like Arteta more now. I need the characters in the Prem, bro. And he's turned into a whiny bitch, bro. I like it.
Nah, he turned into, just before we get your kind of take on what you kind of understood from the game, G, but he's starting to become that guy. You're just like, bro, you all right? You like you
have to ask someone that question, like, you're right.
Yeah, it's mental health week, so we have to check in. So we have to probably check in on him because stuff he's saying, bro, and I'm just like, I don't see what you see, but obviously I'm not with your players every day, so you obviously have a better idea of what you're seeing from your players, right? But what I can see every week is how you guys play, because I can tune in and watch the game if I choose to. And he's just like, we're the best team in the Champions League. I'm like, all right, that's crazy. Okay, fair enough. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. I'm like, but you're not in the final, and we won pretty much all of our games in the initial stage, and we had to play PSG, which over the game, they had to take us to penalties. No problem. Cool. You beat Real Madrid. I guess that's where you get your thing from. Then you go, well, Liverpool's only won the league on less points that we accumulated the seasons before. So are you saying we were just lucky or something and you guys were unlucky? What are we saying there? And then just little slide digs as he's going along. So I get Savage's point in terms of like he's becoming a character and he's good, but we need to check in on him on a serious note, bro, because he can't just.
And the thing about the points, what he said is a lie as well. It's not even the truth.
Not
even the truth. I checked. It's not even the truth, bro.
He said a stat. What was the stat? Something about they had the best something.
Oh no, but he basically tried to say that the points that we won the league on is more. They've got more than that over that. But I'm like, yeah, but the season's not finished and we're 15 points ahead. What are you talking about?
I think
you got to make up stuff from when the season's not done yet.
From what I gathered, I'm sure Liverpool can only finish on 89 points, isn't it?
Yeah, but before yesterday, he said it before yesterday. He said it before the last two. Before Chelsea said it. So at the time when he's saying that, I'm like, brother, what are you talking about?
I don't know, man. If
that's the case, then he might as well say that he's better than the Invincibles as well, isn't it? They finished on less. They've got less wins than Man City. Arsenal have.
Did it?
Yeah, bro.
I thought this is Man City's terrible season. They might win the FA Cup
and still finish ahead of Arsenal, which is actually kind of crazy.
Crazy business, bro.
Because if Newcastle beat Arsenal, which they look primed to do so the way they're playing, and City win their game if they're not messing around, City got a point above Arsenal.
Yeah. Speaking of City, man, Diaz was losing his mind over that Southampton game, boy.
And so does Newcastle as well. I swear they got a point above them if they both win. I think they're both on like 38, and Arsenal's.
Remember, Newcastle got faced Arsenal as well.
Yeah. Remember when people say stuff like that before you ask questions about. If you ask a manager a question about how a game went, they can easily say, "I thought the other team was just defending loads and all that." For Diaz, their captain, to come out and just be like, Bajan's pissed off with Southampton. I'm like, bro, what do you expect from them, bro? They've been relegated already, and their fans are paid money to see them still. Like, you want them to play free-flowing football and get picked off 10-0?
That's what they're expecting, though, because they're like, at least this will free them up to play, and that means we can then just kill them off. They're like, listen.
You see what Southampton posted?
What did they post?
Brother, they posted a video of all Man City's misses in the game. And then put the sad flutes over the top.
Nah. These admins, are they getting like these? I think we need to check in on these admins.
Because some admins are. Bro, I seen Domino's post about Arsenal the other day getting knocked out of the Champions League.
Domino's is fun. They always do that.
Spectators always do something.
Yeah.
The one that Dortmund are hilarious, bro. They'll post anything. They'll post like a Rihanna concert, bro. And then post they'll just do random. They're always doing anime stuff as well. I don't know who. It's like whoever's running the admin, the bosses ain't watching what they're doing, bro. So they're just having fun. I love it. I do, man. It's I think it's dope, bro. But yeah, he was screwing. He was, bro. That's what happens when you get Maya Jammer in your life, bro. You start thinking you're too big for your boots, bro. All I'm saying is, since you got Maya Jammer, bro, you've been rubbish, blood. Stormzy dropped Maya Jammer, and now he made a new song, blood. I'm not blaming Maya. Saying.
He made new tunes when he dropped her out.
It's true, blood. Big up Maya, though. She's good mooly still, blood, but she might just be good to look at, blood. And I told, man, didn't I tell you about that? The Kim Kardashian curse, bruv, about black men. Since Saka, bruv. Saka spoke to Kim that time. Arsenal finished top, bruv. Runners up, no trophies. Stay away from Kim, bruv. Stay away from Kim.
Do you guys? Because obviously we won the league in it, so I don't know. Maybe our reaction would have been kind of worse if we would have dropped points and we were fighting for the title at this point still. But because we won it, do you look at the game and go, it didn't really matter, or do you go, boys, we can't give away a 2-goal lead because that's mad. To be 2-0 up and playing the way we were playing, I expected us to kind of get a bit more goals. To be fair, and then we didn't. And the goals that they scored, it wasn't like well-worked goals. It was a shot and they reacted quicker, and it was a good cross in the box and we were just standing on our heels. So it weren't like they went out there and started bopping us off the park. It just 2 rubbish goals to concede, to be fair. Great save from Alisson, though, but then just the reaction, no one reacting from the save kind of thing. What do you guys think? Would you have reacted a bit differently if we were still fighting for the title at this point?
Yeah. I still want Liverpool to win every game, but I would have reacted different because points on it, points that you would have needed. Also, it's Arsenal, bro. Like, I know it doesn't. It actually doesn't matter if you win the league and don't even beat any rivals. It doesn't matter, does it? But I like beating them, innit? I like knowing that we beat the best teams and we can't beat Arsenal simply. We just threw with them twice 2-2 this season. I know a lot of people do that thing. It's natural for the team to drop. No, it's not natural, bro. That's what sports mentality is, isn't it, bro? Like, to be fair to Slot, it's his first season, so he's probably going to learn a lot from how these lot are playing and stuff as well. And of course, he's going to give him some leeway. You want us to league, but also you got paying customers coming to watch you play football. Put a bit of effort into the rest of the season, please. And also, like, we can keep. I think Cav said it yesterday, and he's 100% right. Even if it is a small percentage, nobody wants to end the season not winning games, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's already weird. Like, I have to keep reminding myself that we've won the league because there's still games to go. It's very strange just to like let it peter out, bro. Like, that's why at the beginning of yesterday's game, it looked like they learned from the Chelsea game and said, you know what, let's put on a show for these. Like, we are the champions. Let's not leave anything to speculation of they only done this because no, let's go out there punch. And they did, bro. And it looked like the game could have been 5-0 in the first half, bro. It looked like one of them games where we're going to kill them. Like, what was the gap between the two goals? A minute
something, yeah, just a minute something.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to mash them up, bro. But then all of a sudden, things changed, didn't it? And I don't like that about Liverpool because we've always lacked killer instinct, bro. It's like murder Arsenal, innit? Murder them. You know what I mean? They've never been in a title race.
It's like because me, Kevin, and Quasi had a great conversation at the end about, I think with Liverpool as well, we don't make it simple for ourselves at times. Like, we have to overdo it when we don't need to. You know, like a simple little square, give man the goal there, that's 3. Give the man the overlap there, play it into him, let him just cross that across, that's a 4th. Just those little ones, we somehow don't want to do those goals. We want to make it look sweet, sexy. We want to make it like, and he's like, bro, sometimes just score the simple goals, man. And that will put you in a great position. Then you can go and do the other stuff. Then you can do the whole, I'll try my own thing. You can try your own thing. He can try his own thing. But until we get to a position where it's comfortable, can't be doing that. And that's why we you're right. We don't have that killer instinct. Nah. That's why City can go out here score 5-6 goals. It's not that they've got better players in that sense in terms of guys that can put the ball away. It's just they make the goals more simpler.
Yeah, and 100% we need a striker, bro. 100%. Like, it's too apparent to me. Like, it's never been more apparent that we need a top striker now. Like, just get one on it. Because all this great play, no finishing. I get it. Like, it's so obvious yesterday that Salah was trying to get his record that it was pissing me off, bro. And like, he's so good that even if he doesn't, because it's not long to get the record, like, you've only got a couple of things to do. If you just play the game good, you get it anyway.
Naturally,
you'll get it because that's how you got the rest of your stuff. You didn't get it the beginning of the season chasing everything down. You got to a certain number of goals and assists. You're like, you know what? I might chase this down still because I'm not that far away. No, you didn't need to do that, bro. And it almost looks like that, which is mad unprofessional if it is. It looks like they've had conversations just as friends and all that. Like, oh, yo, I help you get your assist still. Get that, because all of a sudden in the game, every time man's in the area to shoot, they're trying to pass the ball to Salah, even when he's not the guy who you should pass the ball to. And then every time Salah gets the ball, there's like an easy pass for him to give where somebody can give it to somebody else. And he's like, nah, I'm trying to do the through ball. I'm trying to do the Trivella. I'm going to try and keep running to man's shin so I can square it to somebody. Just pass the ball, bro. We'll murder this team. They'll get tired. They'll get bored. It'll be 6-0. And then you'll get your goal and assist anyway, bro. That was horrible to watch, bro. Like, there's no need, man. Trying to do tiki-taka in the box when our guys can't pass the ball like that, bro. That's never been us. Don't try that when you ain't got it, bro.
You know, on that, like the Salah stuff, I agree, man. Like, I think, and I said already, he won't break the record. Like, that was never gonna happen because you see when KDB got, like, obviously he equaled the record, right? That season, that was the 1920 when we won the league. There was no real emphasis on, like, there wasn't a spotlight, not emphasis. There wasn't a spotlight on KDB to get the record. It was just, he was just doing this madness because Liverpool obviously won the league as well and we ran away with it. It was just like, he's doing it, like, he's just doing KDB stuff, right? No one really looked at him and was like, oh my God, he could, like, yes, I know some people talking about it and maybe Sky Sports probably done a graph, but there wasn't that much emphasis, bro. It seems, and I didn't watch the game in totality, but what you guys are saying, right? and what I've seen over the last few weeks, people are wondering, oh yeah, Salah he's not getting it. I promise you, Salah is not breaking no records because he is so focused on this thing now. I'm like, as you guys said, and from what I'm gathering, it just seems like now you're not even doing just, as you say, Savage, just normal things. Yeah. Where, bro, it just would have been simple if he did a normal thing. Like, he's probably vexed. Like, I saw the goal when he played the pass into Zaboza. He probably vexed. He's probably sitting there thinking, why didn't you shoot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you shoot?
No, that's exactly what's happening, bro. You know that normally, even though we're all like this, where it's like, oh, this person should be more clinical, and if everyone scored, we can be 7-0 up. We all know that's not football, innit? Doesn't matter how perfect they are, that's not normal. But it is getting to the point where I can see it on his face, bro. When he gives you the ball, he's looking at you like, well, you shoot then, innit? So I can get my assist. As soon as someone passes that ball off, screwing, bro.
And I know that feeling because I've done that. We've done that, like just playing FIFA, bro. And say if I've slot Sam through and it's not just square to count. Like,
I was going to say that. Like when we had the FIFA team, we'd go, if we get 3-0 up, everyone can just do what they want.
Yeah.
That's how Liverpool were playing yesterday. It's like they got 2-0 up, and then everyone was like, Salah, now we're winning. Salah's like, yeah, no. Now we're winning. I'm doing my thing. And it just wasn't happening, bro. So
we need to just keep playing the same, man. Let's slaughter these teams, bro, and head out, man. That's what we need to do. But I get it, man. Listen, you said you won't get it, G. I think he probably will. But he has to go back to what Sam said. Just go back to
how many's he got?
2 games left to get 2.
To get what? To break it or just to match it?
I think to match it, they'd have to get 3.
I don't think he's going to break it either because he's got Palace and Brighton in.
Palace and Brighton.
I don't think he's breaking it.
Yeah.
He normally scores against Brighton, and he normally does well against Palace. I'll say Palace and Brighton. Brighton, he does well. Palace, he has.
What's the other record? Like, the assist record.
Where Palace popping the ball around against Spurs.
That goals and assist record, but wasn't even a thing before, blood. But now everyone's been like, oh, you know that GA thing. It's never been. No one ever spoke about that before. It's not been a real thing.
Savage, you know, we don't even care.
But the assist one, everyone started talking about that since YouTube came around. Before that, man weren't talking about the assist record.
I actually think, though, you know, people say, and listen, you guys already know Salah's my guy, right? I actually think people are talking about him more because it's Salah. And to me, that shows a level of bias because, like, when it was KDB, everyone just kind of took it as like, oh, yeah, it's KDB doing KDB.
Yeah, nobody cared.
Yeah, no, like, as I said, and this is what I'm saying. There was no emphasis on like KDB breaking a record. Now it's Salah, and this is why sometimes I feel like, Liverpool fans always think, oh, there's something against Salah. Why don't people rate him? And I'm like, but then you over exaggerate his kind of effectiveness or his kind of stardom for whatever you perceive to be the best player in the Premier League history and stuff. Like, I'm like, bro, remember the best player in Premier League history is based on perception. There's no right answer. So we all have maybe a different. Bro, I know Donny, like I know older guys, like older fans of the Premier League and even Division 1. They'll tell you Alan Shearer is the best striker. Like when we're doing Premier League all world 11s and stuff like that, Alan Shearer is like they don't even think Henry. Bro, that's like a second afterthall, bro. It's Shearer. Why?
Yeah, man, talk about Alan Hansen, blood. Defend it.
Bro, come on, G. Like,
yeah, man, talk about Alan Hansen, but don't care about no Virgil, blood.
Yeah,
don't give a damn, bro.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So when people talk about the best, I'm not saying, by the way, anyone's right. Like, brothers, whatever you think is the best, that's fine. Yeah. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that it's because of that perception. Sometimes I think, you guys are a bit. Yeah, I mean, because KDB getting 20 assists is dope, but
Liverpool fans are like they're insecure and about they're insecure about like people not thinking about Salah how they do. So in their head, they're like, well, because this is not me making it up. I've heard it all season. They're like, well, when he breaks this record, man can't chat to him now. What we're gonna have? Even Liverpool fans, we're gonna have uncomfortable conversations about Henry. I'm gonna let you not know now. Anyone who thinks Henry's better than Salah, even if Salah breaks the record by 20 assists, nobody will care, bro. There's no. Why do people keep doing this uncomfortable conversations? There's nothing uncomfortable, bro.
It's a conversation to be had. That's all it is.
What just conversation?
I know, Sav. I know, but it's just going to be a conversation.
No, but you've got the same thing. All of us do. Like, what conversation? You think man can chat to me about Ronaldinho? Everyone keeps trying to do this thing to me. Every time I mention Ronaldinho, they go, "Oh, it's only 3 years." First of all, that's a lie. Second of all, I don't care.
For real. Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't disrespect Ronaldinho, but
if it was only 3 years, that makes him even better, bruv. So you telling me that he did all that in 3 years While your GOAT's been doing it for 20 and can't be the same. All right. I don't care about that.
And still have the same impact on the game.
Same impact, bruv. Man, them talk about R9 like bruv, Arne was injured for 3 years, bruv. Come on, man. Everyone's gonna think what they want, man. Yeah, I mean, Salah guys, stop being insecure, blood. If you actually like Salah the way you're saying, you shouldn't be that bothered, to be honest, bro.
And that's the
100%.
thing I think that Ends had spoken about before when people are always trying to get on to Ends about the whole Salah thing. Yeah, I'm like, the problem is that whatever you rate him at, and this isn't just Salah, this is anybody, but we're talking about Salah, right? Whatever you rate Salah at, kind of thing, I don't feel like you're rating him that way, because when someone questions it, you're immediately, it's like your back's against the wall, and it's like, oh my goodness, what do you mean? It can't be that. How do you? I'm like, bro, I'm just rating him. I'm trying to get you whatever your answer is based off of what you've said. I'm trying to say. So when anybody really and truly, kind of comes back against it, that's why for me, Salah will never be the greatest. Like there's actually nothing he can do that will make me change my mind and thinking, oh yeah, him about and he's my guy. Like that is my guy. Like Salah, he's all about his goals and he's all about being greedy. I fucks with that. But you see, as a player and anything else, brother, I promise you, there's nothing you can do. Like, I don't care if you win a Ballon d'Or, it wouldn't even change my mind. Like,
most people's favorite footballer ain't the best, isn't it? Unless the only kind of general, and it's not even a general consensus because it's still an argument with another side in it. But it's usually, if you say Messi your favorite, it's kind of only person you won't get an argument.
Yeah.
But there is a whole other half of the planet that's like, nah, I like Ronaldo better. Yeah. But apart from that, anyone else who's your favorite, but they're not going to be considered the best, bro. So who cares, man?
Exactly.
That's true. Scottish Bear saying people always comparing players. Let's be real. It is what it is. That's always going to be a thing, innit? Everyone, we support different clubs. So we're always going to be comparing the ones that we rant and rave about, the ones we put on a pedestal, the ones that we say is world class, the ones that we say is average. There's always going to be comparisons on the reasons why. And it happens. It's never going to change. It's always going to get worse. But we used to have good conversations based around what the players maybe achieved, what they did in the game, how they perform, stuff like that. But now that doesn't even happen. We don't even compare trophies now. It's to some extent, I think they add that to the end, but now it's about goals and assists. That's how they judge players now. It's, if I look at player A and player B, let's look at their ratings in terms of goals and assists, and that's who we think is better. With no evidence, we just go, right, he scored more, so that means he's better. And we're like, nah, but he's performed sick, and he gave these guys opportunity. There's so many different contexts, but yeah, in terms of a proper conversation around players, it's gone now because everything's around goals and assists, which is not a problem. I think they can have that conversation. It just means I don't have to listen or I don't have to take part. And that's my opinion on it.
And it doesn't mean if you choose to have a conversation and use stats only, then when someone beats your GOAT with stats, you can't argue it, bro. There's not an argument at all, like, because the numbers are the numbers. And then that might be when you have uncomfortable conversations, because someone who you think's rubbish is going to have amazing stats in it. It's like Bruno's stats are amazing for Man U.
Yeah.
Does everyone want to admit that Bruno's better than all their midfielders? I'm sure they don't, bro. So that's the kind of conversation you end up with. And goalkeepers, all of a sudden, Alisson's not the best anymore because he doesn't have the most clean sheets. Is Sal's the best goalkeeper in the world now? See, straight away, it ends up weird, bro. Ends up very strange, bro. So it is what it is, man.
Speaking on opinions, Robbo gave his opinion, but shout out to Robbo as well, 250 Premier League appearance. But he gave his opinion on yesterday. Sorry, bro. Say that again.
Feels like he played more than 250 for some reason.
I thought so as well when I saw him. I'm like, hold on a minute. This brother's been playing for time.
What's his thingy for Liverpool in general, though? Like about 350.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Had the Champions League games and stuff like that. But yeah, he gave his opinion on his brethren, his friend, the guy that he said pushed him to reach limits he didn't think was possible. He said it's not nice to see a friend getting booed, but we can't tell people how to act. So, guys, in the comments, man, I would love to know: do you guys agree with the booing section, or do you say, nah, that was a bit too harsh for him? Because I've got the devil on my shoulder over the last week, bro. I actually loved it and I enjoyed that booing bit. I wanted it to be even more, but that's just the devil on my shoulder. Just wanted certain things, and I don't know why. I don't know, but I liked it. I liked it.
Football's petty, man. That's why you feel like that. Hey, I thought that was a great interview by Robert, by the way, because I could tell the woman kept trying to get more out of him, and he was just like, "Listen, you just get into it. Like, listen, I'm not going to tell people how to feel about it, but we all know this, innit? That's their brethren, innit? So I don't know what you expect man to say. Yeah, I'm glad he's getting booed, bro. Like, come on, man. Obviously, the conversation in the change room is going to be completely different. When they find out, like, Trent leaving, of course, naturally, you'll get a bit sad because I'm a homie, bro. I see you every day, and I've saw you every day since you've come in from the academy, bro. But then it's like, you start seeing your friend get excited about moving and what's going on. I'm telling you, and you used to know this, bro. The football conversation ended ages ago about Real Madrid with these lot. Now it's about life and that. So you're saying, like, little son, yeah, man, while you, man, are out here by the docks and that getting cold, man's going to be in the beach, blood. It's going to be jokes because you have, like, jokes with your friends on it. Like, it's normal, bro. It's like if, one of you, like, went to Sky Sports now, and Sky Sports said you can't do streams anymore. Like, that's kind of deep, that man can't do streams together. No, that's kind of deep still. All of a sudden, what's the Sky Sports news? What's Homegirl saying from, with the yellow dress with the golden, they're going to be mad at each other because they're homies, bruv. That's why you see them on the pitch trying to do the, you know what I mean, tap on the shoulder, yeah, don't worry about it, head up and all that business. Because obviously, they know that how he feels about Liverpool for real. Let's not be stupid. Obviously, Trent loves Liverpool. He's moving on it, is what it is, bruv. Block probably shouldn't have brought him on the pitch, bruv. In fact, once you saw the reaction in the beginning of the game, probably should have just left him where he was, bruv, but it's what it is.
Man's missed it, Meg, bro. Can you tell him, man? Should have just threw him in the reserves, man, for the time being. He's not good, bro.
The reserves thing's crazy, though. That's crazy. The reserves thing.
No, but I'm...
Stay at home is different, bro, but the reserve thing's crazy.
Sorry, all right. Maybe not in the reserve then, Sam. But I mean, yeah, same thing, innit? Just stay at home, bro. There's no point. Because all of a sudden...
Same thing. Just do what you do with Chiesa, blood. Because Chiesa wasn't even on the bench yesterday, so do whatever you do with Chiesa, do that with Trent.
But even... You see, yeah, like... Bro,
you don't care,
bro. It's not even that. Yeah, like I don't, but like it's not even that. In my mind, I'm just like, and I don't know who that was, and just put the thing that said he booed. I'll be real. So you spend all that money to go watch Liverpool to boo a guy who's been here for God knows that. Like you didn't even boo like a traitor. Like you didn't even boo a guy who played or was moving to like fucking Everton or something. Like to me, and again. I'm not even going to do I'm not going to tell you how to feel. I'll tell you how you should feel. But like, whether you do it is up to you, to be honest with you. Like that part I don't care about. Like, realize you went to a game to boo someone that you consider to be the scouser in the team, right? Okay, fair enough. That is what it is. So I just want to understand. I wonder what message that sends to any other player coming through Liverpool. Basically, you can't further your career here because Liverpool fans will get up in a bunch about it. Once they get up in a bunch about it, I'm going to look bad. Do I want that stress and hassle in my life going forward in my football career? Probably not. Hence why you got players like Harvey Elliott who won't go because they're probably sitting there thinking, brother, I don't even want to make noise right now. Let me look like the good guy in the team and not even try and say anything. I'm just like, really,
Harvey got one of them ones, innit? Let them kick me out.
Let me out, boy, because at least that way the fans are not going to turn on me. Like, because if they can turn on Trent, oh my, trust me, Harvey, you are not safe. Like,
well, right, though, G, because what if, like, technically Harvey's not the scouser in it, but he's a Liverpool. They know he's a Liverpool fan. He's got Liverpool tattoo. So when the Liverpool are ready to get rid of him, are they going to boo they're going to boo like Michael Edwards and that for getting rid of Harvey or Curtis if they get rid of him?
Savage.
I'm with you still. Like, I don't care about the whole thing. Man, them boo. Is what it is, and I think it's stupid. But Liverpool, like, there is a hypocrite. I saw it with Carragher as well, bro. Like, I seen everyone cussing Carragher online, and I'm like, I watched this whole Sky Sports interview after the game. So why is everyone speaking like, man just said the worst thing ever when you could watch the whole thing he said, bro, and realize he didn't say anything that bad? But, bro, for me, boo him if you want to boo him. I'm with G though. It's a bit strange. You're paying all that money to come and boo, man. But then in the second half, the crowd's dead. The crowd's dead for the game, but you got enough boos in you for Trent. I don't know about that, blood. It's a bit, you know what I mean? But all I know is I'm going to stick with what I said at the beginning of the season when Trent wouldn't speak. I posted, I just like to hold up a mirror to these, man. I didn't hear none of you like boo Suarez, blood. Yeah? So, if none of you are booing the racist done, I don't give a shit, blood. I don't give a shit. And you know what the answer to them is in their head? That's because leaving Liverpool's worse than being racist. Well, fuck you, lot, bro. I don't care, bro.
Trent was in the second goal. Don't really want to throw him under the bus here. I think the back line in general should have reacted better, but he was the one that kept Moreno on side. I guess we won't be seeing many of these anymore. I guess not reacting flat-footed in the box, not defending and stuff like that. So maybe people are gonna forget about him really quickly. I don't know.
I think they all thought that Moreno was offside because no one reacted.
I thought he was offside, but
I watched Kanate not move as well. He just put his hand up.
I was about to say, people forgot as if Kanate wasn't also.
Yeah, they just put their hand up and then was like, yeah, it's obviously off. You know, the one where it's like it's obviously offside because it was so obvious. So
he was so far ahead of everyone. But
yeah,
it was a good goal though. Don't get twisted. That was a good Bruno's such a weird player, isn't it? Like how did Arteta? I mean, he trains with you every day, so he must have known. But why you? Like, why were you the player that he decided?
These men are from the same place, isn't it? The Basque region and that, but they're all connected over there, bro. I told man, so I said to End yesterday in the chat, bro. These men are gonna have Sociedad midfield next season, bro. Because they're getting Zubimendi. Amarendo's gonna be in there. Probably be them two and Rice and that. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Someone's gonna have to hold.
I can't lie, that sounds like a good midfield. Like on paper, that sounds
solid. But then Odegaard's got to play in there too, so one of them's got to drop out. But I don't.
Yeah, but no,
maybe they get rid of Odegaard.
That three's already done. It'll be Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard. That's it.
Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard. So Moreno's the one who drops out because he's not going to be up front next.
Yeah, that would make more sense if he was to drop out.
Okay,
then he'd be the rotation piece with.
You think Partey will leave? Partey will leave, don't I?
You would have to, bro. There's no way he stays if.
I'm gonna lie, bro. I know I just was making jokes about him dodging charges and all that, bro, but I think he's been Arsenal's best player this season.
Oh yeah, 100%.
A lot of their fans have thought that as well from what I've seen.
He's done right back, centre back, midfield, comfy, bro.
He's been excellent. I can't lie. He's really.
And the maddest thing, he's done exactly what they bought Zubimendi to come in and do.
Yeah. And you know, though, innit? You see, when you're trying to shake off them charges, but you go above and beyond in the play, bro. Just
stop performing like a world-class midfielder.
And then just doing the watch along, and then just like, why did they keep moving Partey? And I just wanted to put in the chat, bro.
I know, bro, Sam. I didn't want to bring it up.
he gets it everywhere he goes, but I'm like, yo, eat, bro. It is what it is, isn't it? Like,
he ain't been proven guilty yet, but let him live, man. You know what I mean? Well, you brought up the CARRAGHER conversation as well, Sam. I did watch it as well in terms of his whole Sky Sports interview, and I found it interesting. Just the conversation in general, I thought it was cool. I didn't think there was nothing to it, but I think it's because it feels like, and I don't think he has done it, but in some of his wording, I feel like he's flip-flopping between it. It's like someone in his ear telling, "Oh, we got to agree on this point this week." Then next week, someone in his ear going, "Oh, you got to agree on this point this week." So it feels like he's not sticking to one script. It's like he's reading this page and then he's changing. And I think that's what the fans are calling him out.
He's been on the fan side about Trent the whole time. So I don't understand how people are hearing different things, bro. I've seen him explain last week about being a Liverpool fan, and he said that I'm fed up of people telling Liverpool fans how they should react. This whole conversation, after he said this, then Mick Rich was like, what is it like though? Like, what is it like for you guys? And then he said, like, coming from the city, when you grow up here, like, you don't see anything bigger than or better than Liverpool. Like, it doesn't work like that with us. So it's always going to seem like, you know what I mean? Like, you've gone out your way to traitor us. Like, it doesn't really work like that. I don't understand how people see this. He was basically saying that, like, yeah, he says most players, bro. He's generalizing, isn't it? Because most people do want to play for Real Madrid. That's it. Like, a man are trying to pick out different players or whoever. Like, people are going to go, well, how come Virgil didn't go to Real Madrid? Yeah, but Virgil and who's Salah. Okay, pick them two and maybe Alisson, bro. Okay, you just picked all the best players, bro, but the rest of the players ain't the best players, innit? So they ain't got a choice like that. But if you ask them what they would want to do in their life, bro, they might say Real Madrid, bro, or they might say Barca. It's not that much of a big deal. But after that, he did big up the team, and he said, this is the part they left out. He said, because I've been in the changing room with the lads at Liverpool, we've had conversations. So he's only speaking from experience, bro. And that's why he said most players, because he said it's not 100% right, obviously. Can't prove it. And if you go and ask them, they're all going to lie and say, nah, of course not. Want to play for Liverpool? But I'll tell you, bro, ask Jim McCaster today, you want to play for Real Madrid? You can go, bro.
Bro, he'll go. He'll go and sit on the bench at Real Madrid, calm, like super calm.
Yeah, man, it's like, you know, this conversation reminds me of like when man them have like an average gal and that, bro, and they're like, yo, would you, and like, no, I would never want Rihanna blood, you're mad. I'm like, that's because you can't get Rihanna blood, but if she said, you get me? You can't, come on, man. Come on, man. It's a general conversation. Like, you know, Liverpool fans want Jamie Carragher to be biased, but then you don't like Gary Neville's bias on the other side, but you want him to be biased. Yeah, I mean, because he even said that. He said it must feel like he said fans are not the same as players, and so for them, it must feel like someone's always trying to like leave and like kind of shake away the whole thing of being at Liverpool, bro. Feels like they've been duped a little bit, but that's football, isn't it?
You know this whole thing, like, see, like, okay, we're YouTube content creators, right? So everyone in the chat, I know Savage might say different, but you know, like everyone in the chat, yeah, the reality is this, yeah, like we are all just fans first and foremost anyway, right?
Yeah.
So there is going to be a level of like certain things, as much as us guys on the here panel, Jerry in the chat, whatever, we've kicked ball and we know people, this, that, whatever, but we don't know exactly what goes on, like in a changing room, so to speak, right? When a guy in these kind of in this context, when a guy who has been in the changing room for like 20 odd years, right, starts telling us about, no, trust me, bro, like I've spoke, I beg you lot, just listen. Because I don't understand why people try to pick holes and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying he is right or wrong, yeah? Him being right or wrong is even irrelevant anyway. But I'm more than confident that he's telling the truth more so than you as a fan who are like, nah, like I'm seeing people saying stuff like, you see when Savage, you said it earlier about like the conversation about Real Madrid is probably done, man, talk about life. What do you guys think that he came into the training one day after like he's probably told everybody on WhatsApp, probably, because I doubt he just told them whilst they were just sitting down at fucking lunch. So he's probably spoken to certain people first, whoever he's like Robbo and all them, man, just to let them know, and then he's going to tell the rest of the group later, as you would do as a man in these kind of situations, especially because of who you are and what you mean to Liverpool and the fans, right? So that he understands that he's not stupid. So he's already done that side, right? As fans, I don't know, sometimes I sit there and think I get it, because we're fans, so we're not going to be privy to certain things. But then I also think, right, common sense really is not common, right? Like, you just think that man came into training, told these lot, like, by the way, you man, I'm cutting. Like, I'm going to Madrid, and these man were just vexed and angry. And, and then they were vexed for like 10 days, and it's going to affect the games. I said, affect the games. You know what affects the games? Booing. You see that stuff? It affects the games. Why? Because you guys are the ones that they turn to in their darkest hour. So when you boo, you're actually affected. So the one thing that you said that was going to happen, you're doing it. That's why I say you guys are dumb. The ones who boo, the ones who react like this. And I'm sorry to say, and again, I hear all of that. Yeah, you can have your own opinion, but I promise you, it looks stupid and it looks dumb, because you're affecting the games, not the players. The players are not affected by what Trent is doing, because they are grown enough and they understand football and how it works. But you fans, I get it, we don't understand to that degree, and that is fine, not a problem. But guess what? You're now doing the one thing that you thought that wasn't going to happen, and now it just looks all silly. And now we're in a situation now where this is just starting to look all weird now. Like, people saying, yeah, what, Slott's so naive, or Slott's an idiot. Why did he bring him on? Well, why did the manager decide to bring on a football player? And maybe he thought that Liverpool fans would be above that and just clap him, keep it moving. Like, it's already been done that the brother is leaving. This whole stale kind of, bro, like, this is what I'm saying. It's just, this kind of stuff is what sometimes I sit there and think to myself, this is what you guys are about as a fan base. Like, this is what you're on. That's crazy. Like, you don't make it look like a thing for a young person to look at your club and think, I would love to be a part of this. Why would I want to do that? Just if I can be
you know what it is though, G? I think you're right. In terms of like growth in football, that probably a side of it that should change. But at the same time, it's kind of just been in football for a while. So will that part of it change, where fans, some sections are going to feel hard done by players leaving their football club, because they've put so much emotions and attached that to the player, the club, and whatever is going on within the team they chose to support. So for them to detach in that moment is going to be very difficult for some sections. So the ones that are booing, and I enjoyed it because, as I said, I got the devil on my shoulder at times. So that is the emotional piece where you can't detach from it. You're like, nah, bun this guy. But some people can go, do you know what? He's done so well for us. He's done this, he's done that. And you can go off and do your own thing now. And we'll just part ways and be cool with it. But there will be some, because they've got that emotional attachment and they don't know how to detach it within these particular moments in time. That's where you're going to get it. And it's going to be difficult.
It's like my 5-year-old then. That's like, my 5-year-old. He doesn't understand how to emotionally detach from certain things.
But that's what I think I've made a great point yesterday. I don't want to misquote him, but he's like, the football's kind of the only thing where you can't control your emotions with it. I'm sorry, Kev, if I messed it up. But it was a great in terms of quote or comment. Just in like everything else, you can control your emotions within like life, but football is just the one thing. You don't know why it's got such a stronghold on you, and some people can't still detach. We've learned that part. We kind of go, okay, I can detach in this moment, but most people and other people can't just do that.
Yeah, people who make football their whole life, they can't detach from it. I get it. I was like that as a child, like G said. I think the problem you got is everyone being hypocrites, bro? Because now, again, why is Trent come out and say this now? It's taken away from the title. You lot are taken away from the title because all everyone wants to talk about is Trent now. And it's like, I've heard more about Trent than us winning the championship, bro, like winning the Prem. It's like it doesn't exist.
That's what I said, man. We should have just, you know what I mean?
No, but like,
no, it's not. That's not Trent. Everyone's choosing to do that. Like, why? It's what. That's why when I mentioned the chat yesterday, I thought it was actually funny, but it made more sense to me. Like, I seen them warming up to come on, and then I was like, oh, I know what they're doing, but I do like that. They started singing Steven Gerrard's song. That's better. Like, and then they started singing "There's Only One Conor Bradley." That's way better because it's still you praising somebody anyway. And to be fair, Bradley was good, and you almost showing Bradley like, yo, hey, here's what it is, man. We're over this now. You're the future, bro. Like, we're putting this in you, and we're singing about the old Scouse legend and it. Who's from this city as well. You know what I mean? But everything's about Trent now. Everything's about pundits with Trent and how, like I see man talking about, oh yeah, well Trent, you have to expect it, and it like don't moan about it now. You get, Trent, but hear what I'm saying. Trent hasn't said anything, so why is everyone saying that Trent needs to expect it and you need to get over it and this is what you made your bed lie in it? Trent didn't say anything after yesterday's game. He just dealt with it and then walked down the tunnel. So people even making up stuff like Trent said something. Trent he wasn't on the pitch pulling faces. He wasn't not running around and not trying to pass the ball. He put in a few good balls into the back. He just played like he normally does. That's it. And then he got booed. Trent's not stupid. He's a Liverpool fan. So he knows, bro, that they're going to boo. It is what it is. People are like, Trent didn't expect this. What?
He didn't.
You think Trent wasn't alive when Gerrard's shirt was being burnt, bro? He was alive.
Hey. Listen, at least he didn't hand in a transfer request. But you see, like with Trent, yeah, you're now starting to make me even. And the thing is, it's only because it's Real Madrid, yeah. And I want you guys to crash and burn at every possibility. You're making me want him
like yesterday,
yeah. Like you're I wasn't gonna say, but you're making me want him like now, yeah. Before I honestly, I promise you, when a player leaves the football club, I don't give a shit what you do after that, unless it was Suarez because he went to Barcelona. That's when I actually cared. Anybody else, I don't care. As in, it really doesn't bother me. You make me want to actually see this guy thrive in the maddest. Like, as in, I need to see that he's in the world team of the year. He's second in Ballon d'Or, if not first. Like, I need to see that now, purely because I know it will burn a lot of you. And I'm dying to see that because the way that you are acting, and again, you can act how you want. I'm not like, ultimately, you're going to do it anyway. But right now, you're like I said, for me, it's always about optics when I see these kind of things, right? We're going into a new generation of like football and life in general. And I know that sounds a bit too deep or whatever, but when you look at these kind of things, remember, the 14-year-old right now in the Liverpool Academy, who is a Scouser, whoever that is, right? He's looking at that whole Trent situation. I promise you, he's looking at the Trent situation. Same way Trent looked at the Gerrard situation. So that's why he was able to understand, yeah, I know this is going to happen, right? That 14-year-old, and it could be a cohort of them, right? They're going to look at that and think, do I want that? Do I really want that? Or should I do it in a way where I almost waste my career just so that I don't get these man on my case? Because I can't even get to a level where I'm so good that if I go, people are going to be upset, which by the way, you should rightly be so. Be upset that he's leaving. But you see all of this stuff. That's the part I don't like, is that we're going a bit too above and beyond now. Like that man is calling him a rat. Like, they don't mind being angry, bro. That's fine. Be angry. But like, we're going so far now where I'm like, this is now sounding a bit personal. And I'm like, see, that's where for me, you have to draw the line, because the reality is football isn't personal as much as it is an emotional sport. It's not a personal thing. Players have told you it is a job. When players say that, I'm sorry, that emotion line cuts after that 90-minute result is done and you've had your couple of hours.
You see that standpoint, and it's perfectly fine, but it's probably your standpoint more than most people's. And I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
but also as well, we're not going to be the last club to boo a player, and we weren't the first one.
Of course.
No, but your point, and I get your point. You're right. The younger players coming through be like, yo, I don't want to find myself in that hot water because that looks crazy. But at the same time, it's not like it's not been done before. And what I don't want it to be in terms of our conversation, and we're not doing it, but I wanted to kind of draw like a line in the sand on it. I don't want it to seem like we're the only club that's done this.
I don't know many clubs who boo their own players after leaving. I don't know
that, bro. Arsenal did it with a few of their players as well.
They did it with Van Persie.
They did it with Fabregas. Yeah, but
you're not naming players who are homegrown players who have. And by the way,
here's the problem.
That is the reason,
though. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why they're booing. They're not booing for any other reason.
Because he's I don't. Okay, for me personally, I'm not going to say I'm speaking for everyone else. I'm saying for me personally, I don't think it's necessarily the fact of he's a homegrown player why he's getting booed. I just think it's the fact that he's chosen to leave Liverpool in the moment where the fans think that it's a beautiful moment to be here, and also they're not getting no money. I think added to that, yes, you're right. I think obviously because he's Scouse, but I don't think that is the sole reason why he's getting booed. It can't be.
But Carragher is literally from when he's being asked. Think of it like this, yeah. From when Micah Richards is asking someone, a player who played for Liverpool, what is it like? Like when you ask someone that question, that now has become the focal point. We're now asking ex-professional players who used to play for Liverpool. Obviously, he grew up in Liverpool. We're having to ask them that question, and the whole this whole debate, not today, yesterday's game, the whole debate with Trent. It took to be honest, like it's been everywhere. But in my eyes, the way I've seen it is that it's got like him leaving and all that. Yeah, but that is 1,000,000% a reason why that people are angry, right? But I promise you, ends that's like secondary. They care because this brother is a Scouser. You've heard Tom Little. You've heard all of these other Scousers literally say to you.
Yeah, to be fair, all the Scousers are saying it because it's a Scouser.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's got really nothing to do with anything else.
No, but I get that. But then the assumption when you say that, the assumption is you're thinking every person within the stadium is from Liverpool. Some could be from London, some could be from abroad, and we don't know the percentage of who was in Liverpool, live in Liverpool that booed.
Yeah, but most people who have season tickets are Scousers. That's a fact.
No, but it doesn't mean that every one of them in the stadium is more than the.
Yeah, but everyone in the stadium wasn't booing.
No, but that's the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is we can't choose and say, well, the reason. The first reason is why they're booing him is because he's from Liverpool and he's a Scout. Because we don't know the percentage of who booed him. Maybe they weren't from Liverpool, so they won't understand that. So why would they boo because he's a Scout? That was the point I'm trying to make. We don't know that percentage, so we can't.
No, but when you said about other clubs booing their players, G's point was, but they're not homegrown, then so you have to take the same thing because you said you've seen it happen to other players.
Michael Owen then is Michael Owen as well homegrown. We booed him as well. He openly said that yesterday on what was the show?
Yeah, but you're missing the part. Michael Owen left at the end of the season, bro. Like he didn't.
No, but the homegrown, that's what G's point is, the homegrown player.
Michael Owen wasn't our player Michael Owen wasn't our player when he didn't carry on playing when he said Trent in the team, so you can't do that and Michael Owen went to Man U, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Michael Owen is just Man United.
No, but the point you're making, are you not making a point about being a homegrown player? Yes or no?
I'm just
you're saying from a homegrown player, Michael Owen left us. Yes, he did leave at the end of the season. Maybe there wasn't a reason to boo him at that moment in time. But when he did come back to play against us, or we had to face him again, he then got that booing moment because it was like, nah, bun you, because you.
No, but that's not why they booed him. They didn't boo Michael because he came. But they booed him because he played for Manchester United.
No, but he went to Madrid first, didn't he? So that was one of the reasons why they liked him.
But they didn't boo him for going to. Remember, he got sold to Madrid.
We don't know that, though, did we? We don't know that.
No. He got sold to Madrid. Like he got.
I hear that part, but what I'm saying is we don't know that's the sole reason. Obviously, there's going to be different reasons for people to choose. Maybe around that moment, Man United. So I'm not going to disagree, but it can't be. We can't just say in this conversation 100% because he was at United.
Okay, I'm not going to say 100%, but bro, come on now. Like let's put you this way. There would have been no other reason to boo Michael Owen for like outside of him joining Manchester. Like, man, we'll talk about Michael Owen. I can't guarantee, but I'm going to be more than sure if you took away his Manchester United stint and just left all the other teams that he played for, I'm more than confident that more people would say that Michael Owen is a Liverpool legend. add now the Manchester United stint. Yeah, this guy's a bum.
He'd be treated how McManaman's treated if he didn't go Man.
Oh, he would definitely be treated higher because he was a better player, so he'd be treated higher than a McManaman, 100%.
Yeah, but McManaman came from the academy. Is my point. Like they both did.
Yeah, no, but McManaman again was worse than Michael Owen in terms of.
And my point is, McManaman, his thing was the Trent thing as well. Like, you gone for free at the end of the season? He was like the first one of the first ones of it, and but yeah, to me, it doesn't. It is what it is, bro. Like, I don't see the issue, man. Then boo if you want to boo, innit? Like, just whether someone finds it weird or not, I just think boo if you want to boo. But I don't understand people just changing their tune every 2 seconds and that, bro. And that's again with the Carragher thing. Man, I'm just mad that he's not biased towards Liverpool, even though he still kind of is, bro. But he's got a job to do.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
About what he said, Peter Crouch did the same thing on Real's podcast the other day. He was explaining about the Scouse thing as well. And obviously, he was like, I'm not a Scouser, but my missus is in it, and I'm like an adopted one. I've been here my whole life since. Was already Liverpool fans and that. So it's like it's a little bit different in the city, but yeah, man, it's like I don't understand. Everyone just want people to be biased, but then it's the other side. They don't want him to be biased and that. Everyone wanted Zubimendi, but then they told him a bitch for not having any ambition to leave, and then Trent leaves. The same thing. It's not obviously not the same.
Mendy said it's about the journey now, bro. It's not about the achievements.
Kind of crazy, though, isn't it? That's what everyone said about Zubimendi. They was calling him all the names under the sun, bro. He's a bitch, blood. These skis, they don't want to, yo. And he's just like, nah, man, I'm from the Basque region. I'm loving it and that, bro. You get me, man? I'm like, nah. All right, man. Well, enjoy my Arsenal then, bro.
What about this one? I can't remember if he did or not, but he's saying Owen said he was booed before Man United.
Yeah. But like, he wasn't.
I forget the boot. The boot is not.
Yeah, he was booed. Like when he was at Newcastle, he was like the normal. You've come back to the club. Boo.
Yeah. It's the let's put, like I said, it's just the reaction he gets now in terms of how people view Michael Owen. In terms, like, if I asked everyone in the chat right now, to me, Michael Owen is a Liverpool legend. Like, as in, I can't understand why he wouldn't be if you've got other players there. Guy helped man win a treble and won various other little different things. One of the best players, if not top 3 players that I've seen Liverpool homegrown come through. If not, to me, he's actually number 1. If I just talked about talent level, obviously longevity, Gerrard would always win it regardless. But talent-wise, he's better to me than a Steven Gerrard. And I'm like, bruv, like, how are you not going to have this guy, like this guy is the guy, like he is the guy, like kind of thing. But then man say, yeah, but obviously when you move to Manchester United, and if Savage has said this before, I've heard Ish say the same thing, bro. Man moved to Manchester United, bro, he's a rat. And again, totally understandable because man moved to your fucking rival. Like I get that. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Whereas I look at Trent and I'm just like I said, to me, we can do the whole like do whatever you want and don't boo if you kind of feel. What I'm just saying is that Savage said it perfectly. Managers being super hypocritical when then we start talking about other players. So what? It doesn't mean anything to play for Real Sociedad, bro. How do you know, bro? Man grew up there, like the biggest thing in the world over there. Like
when me and Enz was watching the charity game, and that was Torres' first game back, innit? And they were treating him like he was God again, bro.
Yeah.
But when he had left they were treating him like he was like scum of the earth, and he went straight, bro. He went directly to Chelsea, bro. Like, bro, that the time when Torres left to go to Chelsea, bro. We had these back-to-back wars with Chelsea for the last 5 years, and man, I was woke up one day, he was on Chelsea TV, blood. But now he's a Liverpool legend in this. Remember, Owen don't play in his charity matches, bro.
Yeah, and you know, Owen yesterday, man said the lump in his throat. Man said I was so upset. Man said I cried on the way to the airport. I was like, oh man, shit, man, Michael Owen, man, sure. And I'm like, bro, it's your fault. You should have just stayed here, man.
It's what you said about what I said about Owen. I didn't call him a rat. I just said he's dead to me, blood. But
I mean, okay.
No, but the thing is, I have to bear in mind of that, bro. Like, he went. I was in Real Madrid, but he went to Real Madrid, but I was still pissed as a kid, bro. Like, it wasn't like how I am now, where it's like, oh, at least to get team at Real Madrid, brother. I was a child, bro. I was so pissed, bro.
Yeah,
I was so upset. What's he doing, bro? Couldn't believe, and obviously there was less. We knew less back then, and it's newspapers. I'm not buying a newspaper at that age. My dad isn't that, so it's like, yo, why is he gone, and blah blah blah. And then obviously when he got to Real Madrid, I was like, oh, it's kind of cold still. Then he had a record like every time he played, he scored, and we won and that. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cold. Listen, man, I think people like some of you like in the chat. You listen with your ears, with your eyes, blood, and you just ignore some shit what I said, and it's a mentality. When I said that about Trent made your bed lying it and that, I didn't say that that's not the truth. I said Trent didn't say anything after yesterday's game, but people are acting like he did, bruv. Like, people are acting like, oh, Trent, you should have expected it. There's no point moaning about it now. He hasn't said a word, bruv. He didn't say a word. He didn't moan on the pitch. He didn't tell everyone to calm down. He just clapped the fans as he normally does and then left.
Man, imagine he even clapped the fans, like as in he even did that. In my mind, I was like, bro, fuck these man, like clap them, bro. You gonna make me boo me the whole clap them for what?
See, that's where the emotional side, G. He's got to stay professional. Can't be
exactly. And this is what I'm saying. It goes back to for footballers, they are telling you it's a job. Once it gets past the 90 minutes, that is it. And I get it as a fan, you're going to be emotional. And by the way, I'm fully not saying don't boo, don't be angry. Be super vexed about the situation. You have every right to. Our best right back is leaving. Like, that's not a good thing. I don't care how good people think Conor Bradley is. He ain't even close to that level.
Our best right back is Bradley right now, bro. I ain't trying to.
Obviously, you're gonna be vexed about the whole situation, and that's fine. But like I said, we're going to now. We did it the other day when we spoke about it, bro. You got man like what's his name, Paddy, like guy from a whole different sport is calling this brother like name. Like, and for me, I'm just like.
Any man with the last name Baddy Blood can't talk to man. You get me?
Yeah, like for me, I'm just like, isn't that a bit? Imagine if someone said that. I don't know about like Johnny Wilkinson or something like back in the day. Like that's just so weird. Like a whole different sport, and then you're calling, yeah, bro, this brother's a snake. What, bro? Now you're gonna have bare people just onto Trent. Yeah, like come on, man. Like for me, you know what it is? I don't actually care about the fans in that way. I'm always about the player side of things because I'm always like, as fans, yeah, I think. We all, as same with players, we need to start understanding as much as we can about how and why players do and say the things that they do. The same way players also need to understand there's going to be a reaction. There's going to be this, because if we don't start to close that gap a little bit, we're going to have this situation. And like I said,
the problem is that people are choosing people in certain spaces and that. Like, that's what I don't understand. When content creators, including us, bro, and I don't do, when man have chat for like the pundits and that, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's what your job is now. So you stop doing it as well then if that's the case. Don't tell me that this person's unprofessional for saying that. You're unprofessional then, bro. It's the same job you've chosen to do, blood. So you have to do your research and certain things. That's why right now, remember now footballers have a lot more, most of them are retired, but they have a lot more say now. They're on podcasts and stuff. And then all of a sudden, everything that you thought of when you was a kid, you're like, oh, what? It didn't really go down like that. Man will tell you that now the media did this to me, or I didn't even want to leave this club and they sent me out, or I went in one day and the manager said, like, yo, get your stuff, you're going to another club. Meanwhile, you're out there on the other side of the newspaper as a kid thinking, man just snaked your team, bro, and just left and wasn't being greedy for money and all that. That's why when it got to a certain point, I was like, bro, you think I'm out here moving Sterling and that, blood? I need to find out what I want, blood. You get me? Before man just... He's one of those ones, man. But everyone, if people are going to do that, I'm not speaking to the chat, by the way. You like do what you like, and it like that's the whole point. But when it comes to content creators, bro, man can't have chat for pundits and that if everyone else ain't doing the same thing. Doing it, oh yeah, this one pundit said this, everyone's got a problem with him. And I'm like, the pundit got the sources where you got your sources from, bro. He got it from Fabrizio, so did you, blood. He got it from Darmesh in the Sky Studio, so did you. But you want to cost them. They got the same job. I don't know why are we trying to separate ourselves, bro? Everyone pretended to do this thing. We're going to jump on the internet and do stuff different to the pundits. But all the channels I see, everyone's doing the same stuff as the pundits. So now hold the same flack as the pundits then. You know what I mean? If man want to tell players they should shut their mouth and all that, okay, well then if I say that another content creator should shut his mouth, then hold that too, blood.
Yeah, man.
and don't get emotional about it, because that's what man do. Like, everyone's too comfortable speaking about certain man in a certain way and that, and you're not going to back it up, innit? So hold that. We're in the same space, bruv. Have responsibilities, bruv. Don't take the random guy's source and that and run with it if you don't know. And then talk about, I didn't know, I just got it off. No, do you do diligence, bruv, and check. Or just don't be a football content creator, just make some fun content, bruv. Laugh about stuff. You want to know about the finances, but you want to half know about the finances. Did you check the financial year when it came out? It's free. You can check it. Liverpool release it every year. Yeah. Man want to talk about it. Then when I ask him about the tax, I don't know. Do you know the prize money? No, I don't. Why is FSG not spending the money? I don't. Bruv, it's there. Just read it. Read, bruv. Stop reading with your ears, bruv.
Just stop reading with your ears, you know.
It's actually, it becomes embarrassing. Again, not the chat. So if you get offended, bruv, just shut up on it. I'm not talking about
don't get offended.
Content creators, bruv. It's getting embarrassing for you, bruv. Just saying, man. It's getting embarrassing. No due diligence, bruv. Man just want to press the live button and spear bare rubbish, bruv. The media.
Mike. Nah, it's still not mute.
Man trying to silence me and that. Nah,
I was gonna say that's like it quiet,
It's the mic.
But that's the case, isn't it? Like it's gone now. Like all that stuff, the media trying to talk about him like this. You're the media now. I'm just letting man know, innit? So when you tell me that the media's getting onto a certain football over stuff, you're doing it too, blood. You're the media now.
Yeah, technically, to be fair. Speaking of records, Sav, as you mentioned earlier as well, hey, this man has a good record. What, 11 goals in the last 11 start at home. Big up to Cody GAKPO, brother. He's the new.
What record did you just say?
11 goals in the last 11 starts at home, bro.
That's a record now.
Sav, let the man them have their records, bro.
How come it wasn't a record when he did it at like 10?
Sav, no, they did mention it because I think he leveled up with Mo, and I think with the 11 now he's beating Mo. So it was.
Hey, man, participation trophies in this modern age, bro. You get record for everything these days, blood. Yeah, I mean, I heard that Virgil's got the record for sneezing.
Bro, I can't even shout Cody for his good work, Sam. Now, what are we doing here today?
That's what's happening, bro. Man, I'm getting record in that. The most sneezes at Anfield and that, blood, in the calendar year and that, bro. Man itched his knee for the first time, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sabazla only puts his hair back away games and that, blood. Only wears the white. Man only wears the white headband at Anfield, blood. 10 games in a row. Brother, I don't care, bro.
Big up.
You don't care, bro. Stop.
No, I do care. I want to shout out the man them, bro, because sometimes they get cooked, and when they do good things, we don't praise them for it, bro. When we want to speak about Cody guy missing in games, we're ready to have 20-minute conversations.
Sorry, so the record's 10 games in a row?
11 games. 11 now.
11 home games?
Yeah.
So what did he do? Just go ghost on the away games then? That's where he didn't play 10 home games in a row.
See, what I'm saying? The conversation now is
no, but that's why I said you want to cook him when he goes ghost in them games. So can we not praise him when he doesn't go ghost in the game?
Hey, bro, somebody find the record, bro. In between these games, bro, all the away ones, how many did he score?
Nah, that pose. Listen, man.
Big up Cody, man. Don't listen to Sav, Cody, man. We love you, bro. It is what it is.
Listen, he's definitely done good this season in terms of getting the goals whenever he gets goals. Yeah, man. I think you know what it is. It's like I think with me and GAKPO, and like also Diaz. And this is me, Sav. I know. I'm just being snobbish, I just want something different now. Like I feel like I'm bored. Yeah, like I'm kind of bored of you two. I feel like I've seen what you guys can do. The only thing that's going to change, I guess, is your outputs potentially just being like stupid levels now. Where I'm like, oh, okay, fairs. Like I get all of that, but now I'm like, brother, you're not elite. I don't feel like you're gonna get there anytime soon. I kind of just want to see something different now. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't even want to. If man them are getting mad at me, bro, you don't want to hear when Jerry speaks about GAKPO, bro. I just said, man, telling me, like, even man ain't listen to ends because even people in the chat are going, oh, come on, man, it's 11 games in a row. It's not 11 games in a row, it's 11 home games, bro. It's not. Man speaking like a Van Nistelrooy and Vardy's record and that, bro. No, blood.
Hey, Cody, if you ever click the link and see it, bro, don't worry, bro.
He's a good record. Man of God, bro. He'll forgive me, blood. You already know.
No, I was gonna say, bro, he has to forgive, bro.
No, there's other parts of the Bible, bro. It doesn't always say about forgive. It says eye for an eye. Depends on what Psalms he's reading, or is he reading Matthew or Jacob? You don't know, blood. All of a sudden, you see a dark picture about we should slay the snakes. In the you never know, bro. You never know.
I don't know what Bible he's reading as well, boy. There's so many different versions. He could be reading a different one.
The New Testament, bro. What was I watching the other day? I saw the different types of Bibles and stuff, man. But listen, man,
I'm gonna lie, but the Bible needs a revamp still. It's 2025, blood.
That's what I'm saying, but need the 2025 edition or something.
No, we ain't trying to. It's already been watered down, so why would we want to rewrite some of the stuff?
Yes, it was a media book before, blood. Like I know it's the greatest selling novel of all time and that, but for me, Harry Potter's better, bro. So I think that's
in the word of Savage, bro. This why it's not us, bro. Nothing to do.
Have you read the whole Bible, Lens?
No, I have not.
You've read all the Harry Potter. This is my point. Like, this is my.
I don't want nothing. Listen, with the Christians out there, big up to you, man.
Hey,
that's a conversation for a different day, blood. Hey, do you know what I was thinking as well, guys? Yeah. I was thinking we need to do a video. I don't know, maybe later, yeah, but I was thinking, like, you know, when you do things around the house, but then you look at it, you don't look at it, but it's a wise thing you do, but you don't realize it's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, bro, don't get it twisted. There's certain things. Okay, put it to you this way. I know you man do the washing up. Do you wash the you know what I'm gonna say to you?
Oh, that's it.
Do you man what, like, you know, when you're cleaning around the sink, right, and you're wiping down the surfaces, right? Do you clean think about what I'm saying. How wise is that, bro? When you're cleaning that particular part of the sink.
Burn up. I know what he's talking about.
The thing is here. The thing is, you know how wide that situation is? If you've got gloves on as well, now it just all looks crazy. Like,
now it looks all kinky in it.
Now it's all kinky, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but this is what I'm saying. I think we need to, like, just think about things you do around the house. Like, you got,
right, bro. You know the worst one is there's certain things in your yard that you can't make eye contact with a mirror when you're doing it. Look, it feels mad.
Yeah.
Just in there, just.
I don't brush your teeth looking in the mirror, blood. Burn up, blood.
Bro.
Yeah.
I've caught myself. You know what's so mad? I've caught myself, saying pause to something that I've done, and it's just me. It's just me. Like, there's no one else here. It's literally just pause, and I'm like, why did I even say that? Like, that's so dumb. Like,
yeah, you say.
That's so.
Man. I'm not stopping around the room, blood. It's a serious business, bro.
Nah.
Scary times, man.
No, I was thinking about it today, dude, washing up. I'm like, how many other things in the house you do? And you're like, yo, this is crazy. It's absolutely mad. But Sam,
that's why I don't have no thinking, bro. I don't have no ice loads in my freezer, blood. Why not, bro?
You don't have what?
I don't have ice loads in my freezer, but any kind of, like, you get me? Can't have, bro. You know, like the traffic light thing and that. Nah.
But you know, I was about to say something else. I'm gonna leave it there.
I got like old school TikToks in my freezer, but they can break away in it. And then
you said sitting in front of the TV, just get a little
reflection. I had
the
last thing I had in my freezer was like I got TikToks in there now, and then I had cornettos in there and that. Obviously, the way I eat cornettos, there's no Y in it. I just bite the cornetto blood, but I gave it to my son, and then. Like I could feel the tension in the air, blood. Like I went to look to the side, and he was like, "Yeah, this is mad still." Like I said, "All right, son, listen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch Last of Us, bro. Don't make no eye contact with me, bro." nah, because now that I'm thinking of it as a kid, bro, the way man were whipping their tongue around the magnum, man were licking white substance off their knuckles, blood arch.
This is what I said. I'm thinking we need to do a stream. Just
you know, mad bro. Nah, bro.
No, because you know it's mad, yeah. Your mom or whoever that boy, you'd ask him, "Why you don't let it melt?" And you just do that.
Long.
You know what my dad's a dickhead, bro. My dad knew this the whole time, brother. Because anytime I was like, "Yo, get my ice cream truck," it don't matter what I ordered. He'd like, nah. Get him the one you know, the screwball thing. Get him that one so you can have it with a spoon, blood. Every time, bro. Now that I've realised it, bro, it doesn't matter how much money man had, bro. He would never let me get the other one, bro. Man, and he knew the truth, bro. The whole time my dad still.
So let me make sure my son is eating the ice cream in the right conditions. So
yeah. Because I knew from early, blood, bro. My dad gave me the look one time, bro, when I was like 4. I never, bro. From that day on, bro. You get me? Break that, blood. Don't be. Yeah, I mean, man, they're trying to have half-time bananas and that. Less of that, blood.
Bro, bananas. I even stopped the other day. I went to the shop to get some other fruit and stuff, and I walked past the bananas. I stared at it for time. I was thinking, I don't know if I like bananas, bro, but I had to think twice about running the banana this time. I was like, something in my brain said, "Don't buy it. Just don't buy it."
I tell you, bro, because I get the fair trade ones and that, bro. Got to care about the environment, and obviously, no one laugh at this in it, cause it feels a bit racist if you laugh at me, bro. I don't. I open bananas from the bottom of the banana, innit? Like a chimp. God,
But you have to. No, you have to. You have to.
but like,
I got gorilla palms in that.
But then I did it in front of somebody, and someone said, like, "Why are you opening it like that?" But in my head, I heard, "Why are you opening it like a monkey?" So I was like, "What the fuck you talking to?" Wait.
What? But why are you opening a banana like you got a banana?
That's why I open it like that,
you got a monkey palm, bro. Open it properly, bro.
No, that is the proper way, bro.
Why is that the proper way?
Before we go off stream, can you show us the right way how to do it, please?
Nah, because even when I was just about to describe it, I just realized because I was about to say squeeze the tip.
Yeah. Nah, shut the stream down, bro. I'm not even. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
There's no tip. I'm trying to touch any capacity at all.
Squeeze.
Hey, Jerry, you say that, bro. That it's more why second guessing yourself, but bet any money now when you pick up a cornetto, you're gonna think of the stream blood.
Everyone.
Start second guessing. Look at it. You know, you accidentally catch yourself in the mirror, boy. That reflection.
This is why I think we need to do a stream because honestly, today, I was washing up, and I swear to you, I'm like, yo, how many things do you do around the house where you catch yourself and you're like, yo,
hold on, this one, you know when? I definitely don't do this on it, bro. How many man? When you're getting ready, bro, what you put on first, bro?
Hey, listen.
Like, forget bottom, but top half or bottom half.
I normally do my bottom half.
Any man that captured himself in the mirror putting their top on first and nothing on the bottom half, walking around like Winnie the Pooh around the house, is a dickhead thing, blood.
What's that? Say that again.
Okay, G, when you get
around like a bad in your top,
bro. G, when you get dressed, what do you put on first? Though, forget the boxes and that. Obviously, you put your boxes on, but what do you put on first?
Usually socks because I usually just sit in half naked. Say that again.
What's after the socks?
Like whether trousers, shorts, whatever.
Okay. Now you're right, man. Because what I'm saying is, bro, you put your top on first, and then you're walking around like Winnie the Pooh, blood. It's mad, bro. You got your bottom half out, bro.
Nah, I can't. No. Because in my mind, I'm always thinking, I don't want to be. You know what it really is, yeah.
Looking like the man in the yard.
I've got this thing here where in my mind,
in the corner.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
These boxes, then t-shirt, then trousers. Like, you know what it is? I've got this thing about like, I don't know, like I create this scenario in my head that what if someone came to just burst in and was gonna rob the house, and I'm now just standing here with my thing
same.
Out.
Like, anytime you're about to go to war, innit? Anytime you're about to pop off, the first thing you do is grab the bottoms, innit? You put your bottoms on.
Yeah, you put your bottoms on.
I'll go out and scrap someone. Wait, I just realised what Jerry said, because Jerry said he puts the boxes on, then the t-shirt, blood. This is why Jerry's so light-skinned, blood. Wait. Hold on. So if man are ready to scrap you in that, like G just said, start bursting your yard, you man are scrapping man in a t-shirt and boxers. That's crazy, bro.
I feel vulnerable, man. All right, let me ask you guys this.
Out there diving in. I hear it.
You have to wear, bro. I'll scrap man in my joggers and my top off, bro. I'm not scrapping man with my bottom half out and my t-shirt on, blood. What the fuck?
That's
like my man, the guy who, remember the dude who got kidnapped and that, and G said that he just tell his kid to sit down.
Oh yeah, brother said, yo, just down. Sit down. But yeah, I think it could be a good stream because there's some stuff I'm sure, bro. We just look at it, you can see that it's mad. Don't catch yourself in the mirror hoovering, bro. If they can't see the hoover,
man, just arching his back in there.
It's so bad because I just did the hoovering literally this morning. Like,
the one not weird is like saying words when I'm not around the mandem and that, and then bunning myself up every time, and it's not even a word that needs to be bun up, but I just need to make sure, innit?
Yeah, just in case anyone's listening or bun up.
Nah, because I was messaging my son earlier because he was getting his casting this and that. And I was like, listen, whether you get the role or not in whatever you need in that, bro, like I'm sure you get the script in that, bro, and you succeed in whatever you do. And I said, bun up or succeed still, but I don't know why.
Just gotta make sure.
Fucking scene. That's crazy. That is crazy. But listen, We'll end it there, peeps. Maybe it's gonna be. Maybe we run it. I don't know. We'll see what the madam are saying. Yes, drop a like, subscribe. The Mandem's channels, all of them are in the description. So please go.
That's doing yoga was to listen to the stream, blood. What yoga moves you hitting, blood? It better not be downward facing dog, bro. I know that much, blood.
You know why I wanted to ask, and I'm gonna save this question for the next stream. What's the weirdest place you've watched the stream? I would like to know that question to that answer. Question to the answer. Answer to that question.
That's a good question.
That you've watched the stream, not my stream, because I don't know how weird you man are in the chat.
What I'm saying is, bro, if your missus is waiting for something next to her, blood, and you man are watching the stream, blood, you got issues, boy. You better put that.
Weirdest situation or place. Actually, you know what? The stream's gonna end. Throw it in the comments down below, yeah. After the stream, and we'll read them on the next.
Nah, he has advancement, man. To the downward dog's dead to him.
We've moved above that now.
Right, he's gone to the not the seagull. What's the other one? There's another the crane. Is that the one you do now?
Hold on, bro. Why is Scottish Bear on the roof, blood?
I told you about these man as a beer, but just always on roofs and that.
The beer is always on the roof, isn't it? Always on the roof or mountain, blood, at any given time, blood.
And said, yeah, it's too high up, man. No signal. Fuck it, no, bro. Can we just go to, you know what I mean? Land level, bro. Why are we in the skies?
Yeah,
on the royal seat.
Royal seat.
All right. Nah. All right, man. Big up, man. Mandem, do you have any streams today at all? Or?
Nah, I didn't. I done my stream.
Must have did he party that straight?
Nah, what about you, G?
No, bro. I need to I'm gonna head out literally in the next 10 minutes. And do a couple bits and bobs, and I need to catch up on sleep, bro. Like, that rum punch is still tasting. You know what I mean?
All right, mate. Big up to the man, them.
What
Big up to the ladies.
He did it and that. The parties are going. I hear it still.
That's crazy. Big up to the man, them, and the ladies in the chat as always, man. Love for the love. Smash a like, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and peace.